10 on Your Side is committed to helping break the cycle during Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Tonight, how a domestic violence survivor advocating for change within the military ranks and a lawmaker working on a plan to hold service members accountable if they are violent. Our Kiahnna Patterson has this important story for us tonight.
What began as a romance.
He was Prince Charming.
Between Danny Sanchez and a Navy sailor stationed in Norfolk.
Swept me off my feet.
Quickly turned toxic after the couple found out they were expecting a baby girl in 2016.
Everything changed. We were constantly fighting, constant just anger and animosity between us, calling me names, just saying horrible things to me.
Verbal abuse led to violence.
I was so terrified of being in my own home, of being in my own skin. I didn't feel safe.
And isolation made worse when the couple got married and moved to a Navy base in Mississippi.
I wasn't allowed to leave the house without permission.
Sanchez got pregnant again, but the romance was gone, replaced by a cycle of anger, abuse, and broken promises. That's when she decided she needed to escape.
Leave. Don't stay. When you're in a relationship like that, there's no fixing it. There's no making it better.
Sanchez reported the abuse to the Navy and they investigated. The Navy confirmed Sanchez was emotionally, physically, and sexually abused by her husband. But because the Navy's investigation wasn't criminal, their findings only appear in the military system.
So if you run a background check on my ex-husband today, you will not see any of those charges.
U.S. Representative Jerry Connolly says domestic violence in the military is an underreported issue.
We already know that there's sort of a built-in culture of suppressing this, not acknowledging it. So whatever the data shows, I assure you it's higher than that.
Data that is available shows military police aren't always consistent when dealing with domestic violence. A 2019 Department of Defense study examined 219 cases of domestic violence. In 201 of those cases, military police didn't fully comply with domestic violence policies.
There's sometimes a culture of protection, not for the victim, but for the perpetrator.
When abuse is reported, like in Sanchez's case, the military and civilian court systems don't always align. That's why Connolly co-sponsored a new bill to change military protective orders.
For the first time, it would require civilian courts to respect military protective orders and vice versa.
The information would also appear on background checks.
What we're finding is some resistance within the military to do that because they're afraid of the black mark it creates in someone's career and record. You know, if you don't want a black mark on your record, then don't engage in domestic violence.
Other advocates like Sonia Smith with the Navy says there are red flags to look out for.
The warning signs of those dating relationships so that when you see those kinds of things coming, that you can avoid them early on.
Sanchez hopes her story will shed light on abuse within the military and encourage other people like her to leave early on.
You can't love someone enough to make them treat you the way that you deserve. You just have to leave, and you have to let it go.
Kiahnna Patterson, 10 on Your Side.
And we want to remind you that we have plenty of resources for victims and survivors of domestic violence for you right now on WAVY.com.